Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Today we're looking at Psalm 10, verse 18. We're going to read verse 18 today, and this will close out our David's address on the problem of evil. We looked this week and last week at the wicked man and what describes him. We began with that question, "O Lord, why do you stand in the distance?" And that was answered there in 16. The Lord doesn't stand in the distance. He sits enthroned. The Lord is king forever and ever, which gives us a reason to hope, doesn't it? That, the Lord He's going to take care of all of this. None of this is going to be outside of His view. Today we come to verse 18, to judge the orphan and the crushed, so the men of the earth will no longer continue to cause trembling. The problem of evil in the world is addressed over and over again in the Psalms. Actually, we started off with the problem of evil in the world in Psalm 2. In Psalm 2, and I guess really in Psalm 1 as well, didn't we? Because there in Psalm 1 we have that great comparison between the godly man and the wicked man. Then again in Psalm 2 we have that question, why do the heathen rage and why do they imagine a vain thing? And that of course is answered in the same way. The Lord sits enthroned in the heavens and He will laugh at them. The Lord is in charge. It's really a matter of perspective. I think the problem of evil is a matter of perspective. And so when we perceive that the Lord is king forever, He's established on His throne, and we cry out to Him, He inclines His ear to us, He hears us. And not only does He hear us, He establishes us, inclining His ear to our cry. And then you'll notice verse 18, which gives us the conclusion to David's answer to this problem of evil. He judges. Now, I have here in my translation, to judge the orphan. It's not the orphan that's being judged. It's the orphan and the crushed that are being judged on behalf of. So God sees what's happening to the orphan, and He sees what's happening to the crushed, and He knows who did it. And so there's going to be a judgment that comes that benefits them. They're going to be reconciled. Their problem is going to come to a close, and God is going to bring justice. This is the only kind of justice. There is no such thing as social justice. What we have in the world is we have wicked men doing wicked things. We're never going to have social justice. What we do have is biblical justice, because there is a king on the throne. He's there forever. He's in charge. He sees, He hears, and He answers. And there's going to come a final reckoning. He will judge on behalf of the orphan and the crushed. And who's He going to judge against? Notice verse 18, the B part of that verse. So the men of the earth will no longer continue to cause trembling. So the wicked, even though he says in his little soliloquy there in verse 6, I will not be moved forever. Forever there will be no evil. Well, friend, you're going to find that there is an evil. And it's an evil from your perspective, but it's justice from God's perspective. And it is to reckon with the orphan and the widow and the crushed and the poor and the afflicted and the hapless, all of those people that you have betrayed, all of the people that you have hurt, all of the people that you have killed, all of the people that you've consumed, they will one day stand at the bar of God to receive their justice from the hand of God against you. And God will do what He's going to do that day. And there's nothing that you can do to stop it. Evil will come from your perspective, and it will come on you, and it will be eternal. There is an eternal judgment coming, and the wicked need to understand and perceive that God is in charge, and He will judge. Well, I hope that you'll join me again next week. And next week we're going to look at Psalm 11, which is another Psalm of David. So I hope that you'll join me then here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, Check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.